Hi and welcome back to our channel. Picture this, it's 9:15 on a Tuesday morning, you're in the middle of sorting out a rota issue. One of your carers has called in sick and you're trying to find cover. The phone's ringing off the hook and then another email comes in. It's from CQC and the subject line is notification of inspection. Stomach drops, your mind starts racing, where are the care plans? And when did we last update the training matrix? What about the supervision records? Did anyone file those compliments we got last month? Where's that feedback from the social worker? For the next 2 days, your life becomes chaos. You're pulling all-nighters, scrambling through folders, searching through emails, asking staff if they've seen that document, printing things at the last minute and hoping you haven't missed anything critical. Does that sound familiar? We've seen this happen to so many providers. Good providers who deliver excellent care. But when CQC call, they're thrown into panic mode because their evidence isn't organised in a way that lets them respond quickly and confidently. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be that way. What if, when that email landed, you could take a breath, walk to your filing system, physical or digital, and within 30 minutes have a complete professional evidence pack ready to send. No panic, no all-nighters, no scrambling, just calm, organised and confident. In this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how to build what I call an evidence library, a simple system that organises everything CQC might ask for, mapped to the evidence categories we discussed in episode 2. And by the end of this video, you will have a clear structure and how you can implement this week. And you'll never dread that inspection email ever again. Before we build the system, let's talk about what CQC actually requests when they notify you of an inspection. Because understanding this is the foundation of everything. Now, I've spoken to dozens of providers who've been through recent inspections and there's a pattern. CQC typically makes 2 document requests. The first request comes with your first inspection notification, usually giving you about 48 hours, and this is what they typically ask for. Firstly is care plans for selected clients, usually 3 to 5 people they've chosen, risk assessments for those same people, your training matrix, your infection prevention and control policy, a list of all your staff members, contact details for healthcare professionals you might have worked with, so this can include GPs, district nurses and social workers, the previous week's daily notes, including any monitoring records, medicine administration records, if your MAR charts for the past 4 weeks, your accident and incident logs going back around 6 months, and your safeguarding log, any capacity assessments and best interest decision records, and pre-admission assessments for the people they've selected. As you can see, that's a lot. And if you don't know exactly where all of that lives, you're in a bit of trouble. But then comes the second request, usually about 2 days after the first. And this is where providers often get caught out because they've exhausted themselves on request 1 and now there's more. Second request typically includes email addresses of healthcare professionals, social workers, commissioners you've worked with, so CQC can contact them directly. Your supervision matrix, care call scheduling for the last 2 weeks, policies for safeguarding, infection control, complaints and whistleblowing, and your compliments log for the last 6 months. They might also ask for quality assurance survey analysis, what your clients and families have said, staff survey analysis, and the last 2 staff meeting minutes, the last 2 audits, usually medicines and spot checks with their action plans, and your service improvement plan and your service user guide. Now, if you're listening to this thinking, I have most of that somewhere, that's the problem. Somewhere doesn't cut it when you've got 48 hours and you're also trying to run a care service. From our experience, the providers who handle inspections calmly are the ones who know exactly where everything is, not because they've memorized it, because they have a system. Let me introduce you to what I call the evidence library. It's a simple 3-layer structure that organizes all your evidence in one way that makes inspection preparation almost effortless. The one is your service evidence. This is everything about your organization as a whole. So your policies, your governance, your overall quality systems. It doesn't change for individual people. It's your organizational foundation. Layer 2 is your people evidence. This is everything about the individuals you support. So their care plans, their risk assessments, their daily notes, their MAR charts, their reviews. Each person has their own complete evidence file. Layer 3 is your practice evidence. This is evidence of how your service actually operates day to day. Your audits, your feedback, your meeting minutes, your supervision records, your training logs. It's the proof that your policies translate into practice. Now, within each layer, you're going to organise by the 4 evidence categories that matter for dom care. Remember from episode 2, that's people's experience, staff feedback, partner feedback, and processes. Let me show you exactly what this looks like in practice. Layer 1, service evidence is your organisational foundation. This is where your policies, governance documents, and service-wide systems live. Under processes, and this is the big one for this layer, You need folders for your policies and procedures, all 14 essential policies CQC expect, plus any additional ones relevant to your service. So this includes medication, safeguarding, complaints and whistleblowing, infection prevention and control, health and safety, governance and quality assurance, recruitment, Mental Capacity Act and DOLS, dignity and respect, lone working, data protection, equality and diversity, training and development, and business continuity. Policies should be version controlled, dated, signed, and with a clear review schedule. And critically, you need evidence that staff have read and understood them. Signature sheets or digital acknowledgements. Also in this layer, your statement of purpose. The service user guide, your business continuity plan, your organizational structure, your registered manager's registration details, and understaff feedback for this layer. You want your staff survey results and analysis, not just the raw data, what themes emerged, what you learned, and what changed as a result. Under partner feedback, keep your commissioner feedback, any quality monitoring reports from local authorities, CQC's previous reports and your responses, and under people's experience, this is where service-wide satisfaction surveys live. Overall themes from your client feedback, for example, you said and we did, evidence showing that you responded to what people have told you. The key theme about layer 1 is that it should be mostly static. You're not updating this daily, you're reviewing it periodically. Policies get annual reviews, surveys happen quarterly or annually. This layer is your foundation, and once it's organized, it stays organized. Layer 2 is where it gets personal, literally. And this is the evidence for every individual you support. Each person should have their own folder, whether that's a physical file or a digital folder. And it should contain everything CQC might ask for about that person. The processes for each individual you need: their pre-admission assessment, how you decided you could meet their needs, their care plan, person-centered, detailed and showing what matters to them, all their risk assessments, and remember, risk assess everything: falls, medication, moving and handling, choking if relevant, skin integrity, nutrition, mental health, environmental hazards, and pets if they have them. PEEP, their personal emergency evacuation plan, and also in processes their MAR charts, current and archived. So daily notes, organised by date and easy to find, any capacity assessments and best interest decisions, review records showing the care plan is regularly updated, and communication logs. So conversations with family, with person themselves, or anyone involved in their care. Under people's experience for that individual, any direct feedback they've given, so comments from their family, compliments that mention them specifically, complaints related to their care and how you resolved them. Under partner feedback, correspondence with their GP, notes from social worker involvement, OT recommendations, and evidence you've implemented them. Any MDT meeting notes. The beauty of this layer is that when CQC asks for evidence about specific people, which they always do, you can pull everything together in minutes. So that means you're not searching through general files trying to find Mrs. Smith's falls risk assessment. It's right there in Mrs. Smith's folder. Layer 3 is where you prove that your policies actually translate into practice. This is your operational evidence, the day-to-day proof that quality is embedded in everything you do. Under processes, and this is crucial, you need your audits. Medicine audits with action plans, spot check records, care plan audits, MAR chart audits, health and safety checks, and infection control audits. Here's something that trips up a lot of providers. Audits are worthless if they don't lead anywhere. CQC aren't impressed by tick box exercises. They want to see an audit completed, issues identified, actions assigned, actions completed, impact measured, learning embedded, and that's why your service improvement plan is probably the most important document in this layer. It's the thread that connects everything. Your audits feed into it, your feedback feeds into it, and your incidents feed into it also. It shows CQC that you have oversight, that you're continuously improving, and that quality isn't an accident. Also in layer 3, your training records and matrix. Supervision records, organised by staff member, easy to pull, and staff meeting minutes, showing real discussions, not just management announcements. Accident and incident logs with analysis, not just what happened, but what you learned. Safeguarding logs, so every concern raised, every notification made, and every lesson learned. The staff feedback show one-to-one supervision notes that capture staff concerns, team meeting discussions, and where issues were raised. Exit interview themes, whistleblowing records if there's any. Under partner feedback, the log of professional interactions we talked about in episode 2. So this includes emails from GPs and social workers, evidence of recommendations implemented, and under people's experience, your compliments log, your complaints log with actions, and quality assurance core records and feedback forms. Now, here's how all this comes together when CQC call. You get the notification, you take a breath, you open your evidence library, and for the first request, you go to layer 2. people evidence and pull the complete folder for the individuals they've named. Care plans, risk assessments, daily notes, MAR charts, it's all there. Layer 1, you pull your training matrix, your infection control policy, your staff list, and from layer 3, you pull your accident and incident log, your safeguarding log, because everything is organised by what it is and where it belongs. You're not hunting, you're collecting. I recommend creating what I call an inspection quick access folder. This contains the documents that are requested in almost every inspection. Your policies, your training matrix, your service improvement plan, your log template, things that don't change person to person. For the second request, the partner contacts, the surveys, the audits, and the supervision matrix. It's the same approach. Layer 1 for organisational surveys and partner records, and Layer 3 for audits, meeting minutes, and supervision records. Everything in one place. Here's the real secret. The 30-minute pack isn't about speed on inspection day. It's about building the system now so that inspection day is just collection. If you're maintaining your evidence library properly, updating care plans when things change, filling feedback as it comes in, keeping your audits current, then inspection preparation isn't an event, it's just another Tuesday. Now, a quick word on digital versus physical systems. CQC are increasingly expecting digital evidence. Many inspections for dom care are conducted remotely. They're not visiting your offices often, and they're reviewing records through technology. So having evidence that can be easily shared electronically is becoming essential. If you're using care management software, brilliant. Most good systems will organise much of this for you, but make sure you understand how to export what CQC needs quickly. Practice it before you need it. And if you're using a hybrid system, some digital and some paper, that's just fine too, but make sure your folder structure mirrors your physical structure. If someone asks for the safeguarding policy, you should know instantly whether to look in the filing cabinet or the shared drive. And if you're still primarily paper-based, it's not really ideal, but it's workable. I would suggest investing in a good filing system, labelled folders, consistent organisation, and a clear index. The principles are the same, only the medium changes. Whatever system you use, the key is consistency. Everyone in your team should know where things belong. If you're off sick when CQC call, someone else should be able to find everything. Let me leave you with this. The evidence library isn't about impressing CQC with fancy folders. It's about knowing your service so well that you can demonstrate it in a moment's notice. It's about moving from chaos to confidence, from dreading that email to knowing you're ready for it. It's about spending your energy on what actually matters, caring for people, instead of scrambling for paperwork. And honestly, building this system will make you a better manager. Not because CQC want it, but because you have genuine oversight of your service. You'll spot gaps before they become problems, and you'll see patterns in feedback before they become complaints. You'll know what's working and what needs attention. So why not start this week? You don't have to build everything at once. Start with Layer 2. Get your people's files properly organised, then work on Layer 3, your operational evidence. Then Layer 1, your policies and governance. Brick by brick, folder by folder, until one day you get that email from CQC. And instead of panic, you feel something unexpected. Confidence. In the next episode, we're diving deep into care plans. Specifically, the one test inspectors use to judge whether your care plans are genuinely person-centered or just tick box documents. It's called risk to action mapping, and it's going to change how you think about documentation. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and if you found this useful, share it with another registered manager who could use a system for the chaos. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.